Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. Red Fox is back. All right, of course, everybody wants to know what you've been up to. Time flies really fast, right? It's been almost like 11 months since you last fought, since between fights. Let's start with the last fight, and you breaking your wrist in the first round. Take us back to that moment and explain like what exactly happened with the broken wrist.
Yeah, so I came to this fight like I felt very confident about myself in every aspect, like wrestling, striking, whatever. I felt very confident. I wasn't nervous even. So I went into the fight. I wanted to pressure him, good, make him tired, because like for me, the way I think, like I have a good cardio, yeah. So the fight started, and then all of a sudden, like he started coming at me, and I was going back. So he throw like high kick, and I blocked it. And immediately after, like I blocked it, I felt something in my hand, and it just shut down my hand. Like even if I wanted to, I couldn't punch. Like in my head, something like shut down my hand. So first round, like and I watched it back. It was like after 50 seconds he landed the high kick. Since then, I fought only with one hand. So like literally 3 rounds with one hand. So I was like in a fight. I was trying to raise my hand up so he doesn't notice that my hand is something wrong with it. I was doing feints, but not using it really, only with the right hand. And then it's a fight. So he still kicks, and I tried to block. He punches and still like gets punched more and more. And suddenly, like after the one round, it's just dropped my hand by itself. And then like everyone saw like my hand. That's it. You know what I mean? It's down, and that's what happened. Like just shit luck, you can say. you know, and we just somehow finished the fight. It is what it is. What can you do?
Yeah, it is definitely. This is the fight game. Stuff like this happens all the time. But I'm pretty sure you've never experienced something like this where something was broken and then you fought for the rest of the fight and actually went to the judges as well. How was it? Like, how was the pain? Did you feel anything during those 3 rounds, or what
Mm,
was going on?
Nope, I didn't feel nothing. It wasn't pain. Like the adrenaline and everything, you don't feel anything. But I was sure, uh, like in the first round, I think at the end or something, I felt even I think in a half because I felt like when I was doing the feint, I felt my bones crushing each other, like it was moving, like you know what I mean. So I knew it was broke for sure because it was just crushing each other, and I mean it didn't hurt. But like I said, I couldn't use it, so I knew like I'm 50% now. I need to fight 3 rounds in one hand, 50%. And I was looking for just to one shot. I was throwing like hard punches with right hand every time I got the chance. So I just wanted to land one and to finish the fight. But we didn't have that much of luck. So I mean, I had like parts that was good. I landed couple, and I felt like it landed good, but I didn't have like the combination to continue to finish the fight. You know what I mean? Because you throw like hard punch with right hand, and that's it. You need to come back and again. It's not like you have two hands. You can go and just do combinations, and that's it. That's what happened.
Yeah, at the highest level, you need all your weapons. Some people think it's so
Yeah,
simple, like, oh, one shot. Of course you have that power, but you have to set it
yeah,
up. It's a difficult
exactly.
game, and you had to have surgery.
Mm.
How was the surgery? Were there any problems with the recovery?
No, it's so it was in London, and then after the fight, I went immediately to the hospital. So they take like the what is it called? Like Röntgen, CT, whatever they took. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was for sure like broken. I knew that for sure, like from the beginning. So they just put something temporarily cast. So until I go back to my country, And then there at the same night, I came back from the airport. I stopped in the hospital. I told them like I need to do the surgery, so they checked me, and they just scheduled me like after a couple of days surgery, and I did it like straight away because the bones was not straight anymore because it was moving all the time. So at some point when it stopped moving, it was like crooked a little bit. So you need to fix it. So that's why I and also like they say for recovery it's better because after like 3 months you straight come back to training. And I wanted to do that and I did it. So after 3 months I came back like training. Well, I came back even earlier, but I didn't tell the doctor.
Of course. Every fighter says
Yeah.
that. Every fighter.
No, listen,
Uh,
it's like I mean with my hand. Listen, I did the surgery after 4 days. I went out for a run. What are you talking about? Straight. I didn't rest, man.
oh, of course, man. Yeah, you said 3 month recovery. You didn't get to train like you only do. I mean, you've been training for years and years, and how was life not being able to train as much? Did you find other hobbies or anything?
Uh, Another hobbies. I was the only thing I had to do like kick the bag or just run. I did running a lot. And yeah, I mean, I'm the kind of person that needs to do every day something, even if it's work, whatever. I need to be busy. I need to do something with my body. I used to that, like since I know myself. So not being able to do something like I'm used to, like he drove me crazy a little bit because I'm used to that, like I said. But somehow, I managed to, like you said, time flies, right? So somehow time flew, and after that I came back to train right away, and that's it. I mean, I hope no injuries anymore because I cannot stand that shit.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
now it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, without doubt, yeah. Now it's good, and they bring you back, and they give you a very exciting opponent. You know what I mean? A guy that's gonna come at you, and that's what you want, right? You want a guy that comes at you, right?
Yeah, yeah. You go to war when you go to the cage. You know what I mean? It's like you need to be entertaining because that's what people love. So I mean, when they told me like I had this guy, I said like right away, yes, no questions, we do it. Yeah.
And what do you think of Trevor Peek? What do you think of his fighting style?
Listen, I don't underestimate no one, and I don't talk bad about anyone. Listen, when you're in UFC, you're good. You need to say that, right? But like the way I see myself like better than him. That I can beat him. And if you ask everyone, that's what everyone gonna tell you because no one goes to the fights and will say, I might lose in this position or whatever. You know what I mean? So no disrespect to him and everything, but I'm going with the mentality that I'm gonna win no matter where it goes, like stand up, wrestling, whatever. I'm gonna win. That's how I look at it. But I'm sure it's gonna be exciting fight.
Yeah,
Like you said, he's like the guy who goes all the way. So me too, and hope it's gonna be fun night.
yeah, yeah. He's very tough as well. But I think
Yeah.
maybe you have the power advantage. Do you think?
Listen, I don't think I've ever like if I have more power than him or not. What I know is I have enough power. It doesn't matter who. If I just connect one, I'm gonna knock him out. I just need the one punch, you know, just to get that one, and that's it. I can finish the fight, but sometimes it doesn't go the way you want to. But that's what I know. I don't care about him actually because why should I? I care about myself. I know what I can do, so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Okay, and let's talk about when you finally got back into like full training. Like when you're able to throw the left hand, when you're able to like actually punch the bag as hard as you can. Like how did that feel? When did that happen?
Well, of course, after like 3 months, they gave me like the permission to go. And I didn't go straight away, like punching hard, because you're still recovering slowly. I was going light, and I mean, it took maybe like today I can go as hard as I can, yeah, because it's like 1 year since the surgery. but not immediately. After I think like half year, because um like uh I have experienced, like you can say, in the injuries a little bit, not the big injuries, but I have learned lessons. So when I come back slowly and safely, instead of rushing in, because every time you rush in, something's gonna happen again. So I just took my time, like, and the way my body felt, my hand felt, I just, slowly like went up by the power. But I think after half year, like I just like came back to normal. You know what I mean? Like hard every 10, every position, everything was good.
And training camp, when did you get over to the US to do your training camp?
Uh, USA, I was here. It was July 15. I
Oh,
came here and started training. It's like the first week I take light because it's like jet lag, acclimatize. So just take light. And that's it. I mean, what's the day? I think today is 15th, right? So
yeah.
exactly 1 month I'm here. Yeah. And it's going good so far, actually. It's very good.
How was it, being back at home, training back at home and recovering with, being home is there's nothing like it, right?
Yeah, yeah. It was good, actually, just to rest a little bit. But I mean, it wasn't like really resting because after 2 months, I went back to work and I work in construction. So since then, I've been working until today, until I came here. So it's like half year and plus even more. No, 1 year actually. Yeah. So I've been working and training as well, and like I train maybe 3 times a week because it's I was exhausted from working. It's like in the heat and you sweat a lot and everything. So I mean, it wasn't really resting, but I was with my family too, friends. So it's kind of like a little bit off of the training camp training, like hard training. But I missed that too. So I'm glad that I came back to it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost like you lived a normal life, like you go to work, you're with your family. It's like kind of
Yeah,
normal, right? For a little
literally I came back to my normal life, like when I was like 20 years old or something, like just walking, you know what I mean? Walking, coming back.
bit.
When you have power, you just train and just be home. It was, I mean, I don't know why, but UFC just dragged me all along. Like I wanted to come back to fight January or even February this year,
Wow.
but it didn't happen. And then, like, I'm a Muslim, so I fast in Ramadan. So Ramadan was March, so I said, no way, I'm gonna fight then. And when the Ramadan is over, you need to start training. So I wanted to fight May. I told them that, but no answer. So they just dragged it until now. It's like I got the fight, like eventually after 1 year. So if it was me, like it depends on me, I would like fight even in February already.
Yeah, that's a long time, delaying a return from February to
Yeah.
August. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, it must have been frustrating. Also, like, are you still going over to like Tiger Schulman's and training with them? What's this training camp look like?
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, I'm actually gonna go. I think tomorrow morning or something. Maybe it depends. But yeah, they are like a very good gym, very high level gym. They have like very good fighters. So we do sparrings there, like, and we have good friendship with them. And that's it. Yeah, we go there and train, of course. Every time I'm here, I go there to train. When I have like a fight in training camp, I always go there to do sparrings and everything.
Anywhere else that you go to do sparring or
Uh,
even like technical work?
yeah, sometimes we go like maybe once a week or something, or twice if we have like, it depends on the schedule we have. We go to New York, Marcelo Garcia Academy. Like we have a friend
Oh,
there, like the coach there, our friend. So we go and visit, like we train like jiu-jitsu, like not jiu-jitsu, grappling. So we do grappling. I actually was there this morning. Yeah, we go there in Tiger Shuman, and we train in our gym too. And I think that's it. Like most of the time, like in our gym, it's like twice or once we go to the places I mentioned. And
Yeah,
that's it.
that's
I mean, what else you need? Like that's enough.
yeah. You're right. You're right. That's enough. That's a great combination of gyms that you have for training camp.
Yeah.
What are you expecting? I think the fans they're circling this fight. The fans. They're like, okay, these two guys, we need to watch this. Like, what do you envision for yourself in this fight?
Uh, well, I always go for the knockout. That's what I dream of. I want to finish the fight, even if I can in the first round. I'm just gonna go for it. And that's the way I see it. I see myself knock him out, like nothing more. If
Yeah,
I cannot do that, just to win the match, of course. But the first priority is like just try to knock him out, and that's it. That's what I'm aiming for.
that's not a bad
Yeah.
plan. Knockout or win. Either way, you get the
Yep.
victory.
Just yeah, exactly. Just to win.
Nice, nice, nice. Thank you, man, so much for the time. September 7th, you're back in action. A lot of people were, looking forward to you returning from, especially what happened in the last fight. You get your chance.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the time and all the best in the fight coming up. It's going to be an exciting.
Yep. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.